So hi, I'm Nick. I'm a psychotherapist practicing in the UK, and I want to share about my experience of the DWEP program with Brother Promise last year. And the first thing I want to say is when I was starting the DWEP program, I was going through one of the most difficult times in my life, and I'd experienced a psychosis, a psychotic breakdown, and then a deep depression following that. And that was the state I was in when I started doing the DWEP with Brother Promise. And the first thing I remember from the program is the very first time we started doing the arm swinging. And this was a point in my life where I was very, very stuck with my pain and my sufferings and my difficulties. And I didn't think arm swinging was going to solve my problems. But I got out and I sort of followed this exercise and I moved my body. And we did this practice for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And towards the end of it, and as I sat down afterwards, I could feel, I felt happy and I had a feeling of well-being in my body again that I had not had for months. And I realized I'd actually lost touch with. I'd had a lot in the past, but then I got very ill with these difficulties and I was no longer having these feelings. And something about the arm swinging, it just seemed to help my energy to circulate. It helped to change my state. And I sat down, I was, wow, I feel happy right now. And I hadn't at that point been feeling happy for a long time. I mean, maybe a year or so. And I remember saying that and how delighted I was about that. So that hooked me in. I thought, wow, let's see where we can go with this. And the things I want to pull out most from my experience of the DWEP, as well as the arm swinging, I want to pull out the social connection, going through this as a group. And on the DWEP checklist, one of the key things is nourishing human contact. And again, this was a point in my life where actually I'd sort of lost the ability to take care of myself a bit. And I was in recovery from these difficulties. And even though I'd worked as a psychotherapist for 10 years, I know many things about how to take care of myself and take care of other people. I was in a state where actually I'd lost my capacity to do that a bit. And this framework just made sure, okay, every day I need to make sure I have some kind of nourishing contact. I need to have healthy movement. I need to take care of these other details. And I trusted this. And I wasn't at that point able to, some of the things I do, and I don't feel any benefit, I didn't feel much, but I knew these things, at the very least, they can't be bad for me, and I trust that they're putting good nutrition into my system, just like eating good food. So I'd have my checklist every day, and at the end of the day, I'd check, have I done some learning, have I had some nourishing connections with others? And the benefit I'd get from that, I mean, first of all, I did get the satisfaction of, even though I'm in this difficult state, I have done these achievable things. And for me, that brings with it this sense of empowerment. I'm able to do these things. And then over time, I start to see these things are shifting my consciousness, my state of well-being. And having connection with people every day, it just helped my internal experience kind of keep changing, keep flowing, keep connecting to others, and kept my energy circulating. So the social contact was really important, and every day I'd tick it off, and I'd just make sure I was doing that. And also the approach to the goal setting, I think, is very, very healthy in the DWEP, because it's finding that right balance of the goal that is going to build your capacity, it is going to help you move in the direction you want to go, but it's not so big or so distant that you think, oh, I can't get that, it's too hard. It's helping you to pick the level of goal that actually you can make sure you can do pretty much every day. And the level is lower than I expected, because I like to set high goals. You set the level that you just know, okay, you can keep doing this. And then in time, if you want to move it up, you can move it up. But the benefit of just having, with the Hindu squats and Hindu push-ups, for example, I think I started with 10 and 5. And sometimes my mind would think, oh, I'm not doing all that much. But just the fact I was doing it every single day and I could tick it off, at the end of the day, I can see I've put these good things into me, and then it's helping my physical energy circulate. I'm helping my mental energy circulate with the other practices. I'm staying connected to other people. And all these things together started to really help my mind and body to heal from what they've been through. And I'd been through something very, very difficult, very complex, very traumatic, but I didn't need to go into all the complexities of that. I just needed to put good food into the system in a way that I could be in charge of, in control of, and I could see every day what I was doing. And by the end of that, I could feel I was really coming back, not only to a place of more well-being, but just more clarity about what was good for me and how do I take care of myself through these difficulties. So on the far side of that, I much more returned to health, much more positive, and very happy to be here today to support Brother Promises program and to recommend it to anyone going through a period of difficulty or anyone who just wants to make sure they're taking the best care of themselves as they can as we go through life's roller coaster together. Yeah.